Hey everybody, this is Rachel. This is my story. I'm going to try to condense this down and make it as short as possible because it is kind of a long story, but I definitely feel like it's worth it to explain everything. Um, because a lot of why I am the way I am is because of what's happened to me in the past. When I was 7 years old, my parents got divorced, and for the most part, our family was pretty together. Um, but whenever my parents got divorced, my biological mother kind of lost it. We moved out of state to where her family lived in Kentucky. And during those couple of years that I was with her, my life was not good. My mother was a major drug addict, addicted to pills, to meth, to coke, basically anything that she could get her hands on. Unfortunately for me, that left me to be a mother to my 4-year-old sister and my 2-year-old brother. Um, Let me remind you that this was during a time of 7 to 9 years old. So it was a lot to take on. I saw a lot that I shouldn't have seen. We were abandoned. We were left alone a lot. And because of that, and because of having to be older much sooner than I needed to be, I've always been the mother to everyone, to my friends, to my family, to just about everybody. I let people walk all over me, and I never do anything for myself. I will jump the second somebody asks me to do something. I could go on and on about the things that I've done for other people. And at the end of the day, it was becoming such a load on my shoulders. I took on so much stress from everybody else that I forgot how to do things for myself. I don't think I ever really knew how to do anything for myself until I started my journey with Beachbody. So that's what I started Beachbody at 30 years old, I'd say, when I originally started. I started with TurboFire with a military discount and decided to do the coaching strictly for the benefits of that. And then thought, okay, I'll try it just to cover my Shakeology. And what I found is that just by sharing my story, that people were motivated. And because I was motivating other people, it made me more motivated to carry on with myself and to take care of me. So a mix of doing that and some counseling and things like that, I finally felt like I was getting my life back. And I was starting to feel like a happy person and someone who loved herself and who didn't always feel like she had to put everybody else first. And that felt really, really good. And it's not something that I had been used to at all for many, many years. Um, so along that journey, I kind of started to figure out what I wanted for my life and for my family and my husband and just for our future. And being that I never had a mother, rewind, she ended up giving me to my father when I was 9. So probably about 9 and a half, she gave just me to my dad and kept my younger 2 siblings until my dad could fight and get custody of them, which he eventually did many years later after a lot of fighting. So, um, where was I going with that? Okay, yeah, my story, why I wanted to, what my goals were for my future. So, being that I never had a mother, it's always been extremely important to me to be a very strong pillar for my family and for my future family. To let my girls know that they absolutely can do anything they set their mind to and that they are number one. And for them to always go after what they want. And I can't tell them to do that if I'm not doing it for myself. So to me, it's extremely important to build that foundation for my family, to be a history of strong women who always went after what they wanted, who were tenacious, who knew what they wanted, who had good values, and that tradition carries on in the future. And I feel like being a coach and going after my dreams, that I'm showing them how to do that. And also empowering other women to do the same for themselves, to take their lives back, to not always put themselves on the back burner. Um, it's very, very important for me to do that for my girls and for my husband and just get my life back and feel confident. And slowly, as I start chipping away at all these goals, I feel like I'm coming out of my shell a little more at a time. So that's pretty much the gist of my story. But I love what this has done for me and how I feel every time. And excited to share it with the world and help other people feel as good as I do.